My brother-in-law ditched our flat renovation to go on holiday, so I destroyed the gift he was polishing for himself. Also, like, polishing your own gift sounds dirty, doesn't it? What are you doing in there, polishing your own gift? A few years ago, my wife and I finally scraped together enough money to renovate the kitchen and bathroom in our first flat. It wasn't a small spend. We had been saving for months. I wanted to hire an independent builder, someone with no emotional strings attached, but my wife insisted we use her brother-in-law's building company. He'll do a good job and it keeps it in the family, she said. I caved. Mistake number one. In the first few days, everything was ripped out. Kitchen gone, bathroom gone. We're basically camping in our own home. Then, out of nowhere, her brother-in-law disappears. Just ghosted us. No replies to messages, no updates, nothing. A few days later, we find out he'd gone on holiday. For 2 weeks, without a single word of warning. Well, how do you think he afforded it? So now our flat is unlivable. No kitchen, no bathroom. We had to couch surf with friends for almost 2 weeks. Awesome. When he finally returns, the work resumes, but barely. He's showing up for maybe an hour or two a day, clearly juggling other jobs. We're about 5 weeks into a 2 to 3 week max job, and barely any progress has been made. The place still looks like a bomb site. Now, here's the petty part. We had this freestanding IKEA butcher's block in the kitchen. Nothing fancy, but a decent solid wood surface I had used for years. He asked me if he could have it once the new kitchen went in, since it wouldn't be needed anymore. I said sure, figuring the work would be done soon and we'd be rid of it anyway. Well, I came home one day to see the butcher's block had been perfectly sanded down, oiled, polished, and it looked brand new. He had clearly spent days working on this thing. Meanwhile, my kitchen was still a gutted shell, the bathroom half installed. I snapped. I dragged this thing outside, took a hammer to it, and smashed it to bits. Straight into the wheelie bin. To the dump, to the trash juice with you. The next day he came in and noticed. Didn't say a word, just looked kind of confused and disappointed. I didn't say a word either. The job took another 4 weeks to finish. Learned not to use family in the future for stuff like this, and glad he didn't get the new butcher's block. We have never spoken about the butcher's block since. Bats?
I feel like when you're going through renovations, I would probably be this petty.
Oh, it's frustrating as hell.
It was one of the most frustrating experiences of our lives. Like and it dragged on forever.
Oh, and we still feel the effects of it.
And then we had and then the tornado happened last year, and it was the same thing.
It's like reliving it.
It was reliving it. It took like 8 months to get our house fixed. It's crazy. It happened in spring and it wasn't fixed until late fall. I think it was like October and November.
I've been legitimately trying to figure out in my head this tornado protective shell that can just deploy for a house, and like you hit a button and it just goes and just like protects the house, so you don't have to deal with that.
Like a force field?
Yeah, but more like shell. You know what I mean? Like a physical thing.
Yeah. But I think I am this petty when it comes to this kind of stuff, because why the was he polishing the butcher's block that he was going to take home and not like, even why would you rip out that stuff when you were going to leave for 2 weeks and not do anything else, knowing that they had no, like,
just knowing that you were screwing them.
You were screwing them. They had no bathroom, no kitchen. Like, it was an unlivable home. And then he just totally him over. And I'm like, and he's your brother-in-law.
Yes. Okay, so this is something where I think if it was going to lean this direction, I would imagine, and maybe this would have been the better play, saying, hey, I saw that you put a lot of work into that butcher's block. Can you tell me why that work wasn't put into the actual job? Also, you remember the deal was you can have the butcher block when our shit's done. Well, tell you what, I feel pretty bent over right now, and I feel like you've abused this relationship to this point. So in 7 days, this butcher's block is going to get lit on fire. Unless you finish this job before then, and then you can have it like we agreed upon. Still petty. Still petty, but it could have been used to actually incentivize him to move faster instead of just a middle finger. In this case, it was a middle finger. It could have been, it could have been used to actually get him moving.
What if he took it?
Oh, you'd have to secure this.
A chain to my wrist. I'd just walk around dragging a fucking butcher's block everywhere I went in that house.